Saudi Arabia has formally unveiled plans for a multinational coalition to protect shipping and energy routes across the Red Sea. Military chiefs and representatives from 43 countries attended the launch meeting on Thursday, alongside a delegation from the European Union. Saudi Arabia will lead the coalition and host its permanent headquarters. The initiative will focus on the Red Sea, the Gulf of Aden, and the Bab el Mandab Strait, one of the world's most important shipping choke points. According to the Saudi Defense Ministry, its objectives include protecting commercial vessels, securing energy supplies, and preserving freedom of navigation. Participants reviewed the coalition's draft charter, command structure, operating mechanisms, and future plans. 14 countries then issued a joint statement supporting its foundational arrangements. They were Saudi Arabia, Pakistan, Kuwait, Bahrain, Qatar, Turkey, Egypt, Jordan, Yemen, Bangladesh, Nigeria, Sudan, Djibouti, and Somalia. Oman and the United Arab Emirates were not among the Gulf countries that signed the statement. Neither has publicly explained its position. The coalition remains open to other countries and its final membership has not yet been announced. The plan comes amid a sharp escalation in attacks across the region. Yemen's Iran-aligned Houthis declared a maritime blockade against Saudi Arabia earlier this month. They have since claimed attacks on Saudi-linked vessels in the Red Sea. Reuters has also reported that the group is considering charging commercial ships to pass through the southern Red Sea, although no date has been set. Saudi Arabia has responded by striking what it says are Houthi military facilities in Yemen's Hodeidah province. The confrontation widened further on Wednesday, when Saudi Arabia publicly joined US forces in attacking Iran-aligned groups in eastern Iraq. Riyadh and Washington said the strikes were carried out in response to drone attacks launched from Iraq against Saudi oil facilities. At the same time, the United States and Iran exchanged attacks across several countries. Washington said it struck Iranian Revolutionary Guard command centers and drone facilities after Tehran targeted US forces in the region. Iran said the US attacks killed 3 civilians on Chesham Island and 3 Revolutionary Guard members in Zanjan province. It also reported damage to student dormitories in Ahvaz. Iran's Revolutionary Guards later claimed attacks on US-linked sites in Jordan, Kuwait, and Bahrain. The Guard said they targeted American F-35 fighter jets at Jordan's Azraq military base. US Central Command denied that any aircraft had been hit. It said all incoming missiles and drones were either intercepted or failed to reach their targets. Jordan's military said it had intercepted 5 Iranian missiles. In Kuwait, an Iranian attack struck a building owned by a Chinese company, killing 1 worker and causing extensive damage, according to Kuwait's defense ministry. Iran also claimed it targeted power generators, navigation systems, and administrative buildings at Bahrain's Sheikh Issa airport. Another drone strike has raised fears that the conflict could spread towards the Suez Canal. Egypt says an unidentified drone caused a fire aboard 2 gas vessels at the Mediterranean port of Damietta on Wednesday. President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi called the incident a serious escalation. Egyptian authorities have not publicly identified who launched the drone. The attack is significant because Damietta lies near the northern end of the Suez Canal, which connects the Red Sea to the Mediterranean and carries a major share of global trade. Meanwhile, pressure continues at the Strait of Hormuz. Iran says it struck 3 tankers that attempted to use an unauthorized route through the waterway, but a liquefied natural gas tanker controlled by Qatar Energy was allowed to leave the strait overnight. It was the first such vessel to exit since July 11th, and Iranian media said Tehran had approved its passage. The United States has also imposed new sanctions on networks supporting Iran's Mahan Air. Washington accuses the airline of transporting Revolutionary Guard personnel, weapons, and drones. The sanctions target individuals and companies in China, India, Russia, and Iran. Back in Washington, Senate Republicans blocked an attempt to restrict President Donald Trump's ability to continue military action against Iran without congressional approval. Against this increasingly volatile backdrop, Saudi Arabia is presenting its new coalition as a defensive effort to protect maritime trade. But with attacks now affecting the Red Sea, the Gulf, Iraq, Jordan, and Egypt, the alliance is taking shape as the conflict spreads across more borders and threatens both of the region's major shipping corridors.